What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and today I'm bringing you an unboxing and review of the Nerf Accustrike Elite Falconfire from the new Accustrike line. Okay guys, this is the first blaster that I've been able to get in the new Accustrike series. It is still an Accustrike Elite blaster, which is kind of confusing to me. I don't know. I guess it's just a sub-line, so it's Accustrike Elite, but it's also Accustrike. So it comes with these new darts that are supposed to be more accurate. I believe that from what I've seen so far that is the case, that they are a more accurate dart, but they're also heavier and they will not fly as far. So we'll look at all these things in the review today, as much as we can from this one blaster and these 6 darts it comes with. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the box. Alright, well, the directions are peeking through here, but it's kind of neat how you can see the dart there, so they're definitely showcasing the dart. And it says, darts are designed for greater accuracy, like I had said. It says down here, accuracy based on test data comparing precision and repeatability of dart fired under controlled conditions at target 30 feet or 9 meters away. See nerf.com for details. Ability to hit target will vary depending on user's skill, dart conditions, and other factors. So that's kind of interesting that they told you that, you know, they tested this. Obviously, accuracy with any sort of projectile firing thing is going to depend on the user and conditions and all that stuff. So, okay guys, so I'm going to actually do 2 bonus unboxings with this video because these are basically the exact same blaster as the Falconfire. We have the Sharpfire, which is the original. This is actually a different color than the original. The original came with a stock and a barrel. It's white. And then this is the Ionfire in the Modulus series, which is also the same internals with just some attachments and things like that. So I'm going to open both of these up, and then we're going to compare the Falconfire to these blasters and see if there's any difference at all in performance. Enjoy the triple unboxing. Okay guys, I have to apologize. I lost the unboxing footage for the Accustrike blaster because my battery just stopped and died, and I didn't realize it till I was already done with the unboxing, so I severely apologize for that. Okay guys, so this is a pretty sweet blaster. This grip is really nice, very big and comfortable. I really like that about it. I find it more comfortable than the Falconfire grip that has this skeleton grip. So this is not very comfortable in my opinion at all. It's grinds kind of into your hand, and it's just very rigid and not super comfortable. So I definitely prefer the Falconfire grip. The Sharpfire grip is not as good either in my opinion. I don't like how this part sticks out. That kind of goes into my hand kind of funky, and it's not the most comfortable either. So definitely the Falconfire grip is by far the best. It is not rubberized like the other blaster, the Alpha Hawk that's coming out. It is not rubberized. This is just plastic, so that should be noted. But a very nice blaster. It has 2 ports for darts. It would be nice that it had a little more dart storage, but it does have a tactical rail down here, so that's pretty cool. So if you did have the attachment for the Modulus Ionfire, you could throw that on the bottom of there. So yeah, you can just throw an attachment like that down there, and you can throw in your Elite darts or Accustrike darts in this. Both will fit and both will work in this blaster. It is compatible with Elite darts, so that should be noted. So let's go ahead and fire off a couple shots just here just to see how it does. We'll pull that back, and I'll grab one of my darts here. I'm going to throw it in the chamber. You just have to put it all the way back in and then pull forward, and then you're ready to fire. Does okay. Now I'm going to compare that to an Elite dart. So I could tell that the velocity was much higher actually with the Elite dart just from in this room than the Accustrike dart. So I'm sure it will fly farther than the Accustrike dart. So to continue on with this blaster, it has a cool little sight thing up here. So obviously you might need a little sight for if you're aiming up a blaster that's pretty accurate. So that's pretty cool. So as you can see there, it's a pretty neat little circle, and then there's like a iron sight kind of a thing through here, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's a neat little sight, and that's cool. The other thing that's neat about this blaster is it doesn't have a barrel at all. This is just open in here, so there's no barrel, and that goes for both blasters in this series that I've seen. They don't have an inner barrel like a lot of Nerf blasters usually do, so they might be doing that to help accuracy and keep the dart from rattling around in a faux barrel. So, okay guys, on top of reviewing and comparing these three blasters, I'm also going to be comparing these three darts. So obviously we have the Accustrike dart, we have a normal Elite dart, and then I'm also going to compare it to the Koosh dart, which is known in the Nerf community to be the most accurate and really the best Nerf dart you can get for the money. I will also try to compare in a future video the Accustrike dart to the Nerf Elite suction cup dart. I don't have any right now. They are kind of expensive, so if you guys want to see that video, just let me know and I will try to get that comparison to you. So I'm going to start out with the Falconfire, and we're going to shoot all six of the Accustrike darts and see what kind of performance we're getting. 56, 54, 58. All of these darts have been shot like once or twice, so they're all basically should be the same. 53, and that goes for the Elite darts we'll be testing as well. Unfortunately, I have no access to 60 new Accustrike darts, so I figured it'd be fair to shoot with once or twice shot Elite darts as well. 55. So upper 50s, I'd say, for a good average there. Now we'll go ahead and shoot some Elite darts. 59, 54, 58, 61, duplicate 61, 63. So maybe a tad bit better with the Elite darts, but not as much as I thought in terms of FPS reading. 55, 52, duplicate 52, 57, 55, 46. Okay, again, we'll start out with the Accustrike dart, and then we'll move to Elites, and then to the Koosh. 59, 61. This seems to have a little bit better performance than the Falconfire, just by feel, and it's obviously performance slightly better. 56. Ooh, it's gold. 59, 56. Duplicate 56. All right. Move on to Elites. 63. 85. Wow. 62. 60. Duplicate 60. 58. All right. We'll go ahead and try some Koosh. 55. 56. 77. 58, 77 on this one, 59. Again, starting out with the Accustrike darts. 55, 53, 52, 57, 53, 54. Okay, moving on to the Elites. 57, duplicate 57, 52, 57, 58, duplicate 58. Koosh starts. 49, 53, 52, 54, 51, 53. 25 to the end of the tape measure, 35 to the fence, so that should give you a pretty good estimate of ranges, and I'll let you guys know the kind of the average ranges for each dart at the end. We'll start again with the Accustrike darts and the Falconfire. Try to keep these level and shoulder height. All right, now we'll move on to the Elites. Wow, that hit the fence. That caught the wind there a little bit. That went through the fence. That one went through the fence also. Okay, we'll do the Koosh. Those, but I do not. Alright, starting with the Accustrike darts out of the Ionfire. Wow, that went further. I felt like this had a little more pop when I was shooting it earlier. Wow, those are almost hitting the fence at 35 feet. Pretty impressive. We'll shoot some Elite darts. That went through the fence. One hit the fence. Koosh darts. Sharpfire. Accustrike dart. Wow, that went forever far. Wind caught that one. Now we'll try Koosh. Okay guys, so my thoughts on the Falconfire. I think it's a fine blaster. I really like the comfortable grip. That is definitely my favorite part of it. Performance, I'm definitely a little disappointed in. The Ionfire seemed to be performing better, which I don't understand. They should all really perform the same considering they're basically the same blaster. This seemed to be very, very similar to the Sharpfire in terms of performance, and this is at least $5 more than the Sharpfire, if not about twice as expensive right now. But this is quite a bit more comfortable and cooler looking, honestly, in my opinion too. So you're gonna have to kind of weigh the pros and cons of all the blasters, and if this is obviously a style of blaster that you like. This is more for fun shooting around the house than a practical war blaster. It's very slow to reload because you have to single load it through a breech, which actually this breech opening is quite small. It's kind of small on all the blasters, but the Ionfire actually has the easiest breech to load in my opinion. So for those that wanted to see the Ionfire with the storage stock, there you go. It doesn't look bad. I really don't see the purpose of having a stock on this blaster considering it's a small pistol and it's not a primary, but if you want to use it with a stock, there you go. But yeah, the breech opening is quite a bit bigger because of the way the grip here is designed. The breech is, you can get to that quite a bit easier than the other two blasters. So I guess it kind of depends on what you like the looks of. I really don't like this. My hand tends to hit this when I'm pulling this back, so I have to kind of hold it weird just to load it. So I don't really care for the tactical rail up here and the way that's designed. It is nice that it has some attachments that are pretty cool. And this does have a little more dart storage than the Falconfire, unless you have another attachment like this and you can throw this on the bottom of the Falconfire and then it will have more storage. And the other thing that I noticed about the Falconfire over the other two blasters is the trigger well is actually quite a bit tighter on this and the Sharpfire and a little bit larger on the Falconfire. So overall comfort, definitely the Falconfire. Performance, definitely the Ionfire. Looks, I like the Falconfire. I think looks the best to me. This looks okay, but it's a little funky with this part up here in my opinion, and I think it's kind of up to you and what blaster you can find the cheapest. I mean, I bought this for $750 You can probably find it around that right now. $7.50, I think it was like 8 something on Amazon recently. The Falconfire obviously just came out, so it's retailing for $15. And the Sharpfire retails for $10, but you can usually find it a little cheaper than that also. I would say the best purchase right now is this blaster for what you're getting, and performance is the best, but obviously it's got to be a blaster that you're going to use in the first place, and this isn't really something that I would use at a war. It's more for, like I said, shooting around the house and for fun. I do think it's cool to breech load things. That's fun, obviously, so if that's something you're into, I definitely would recommend, you know, any of them, depending on what price range you can find them at, and if you think it's a blaster you like. Let's talk a little bit about the darts. The Elite dart, or this is a modulus style Elite, is definitely going to fly further. It's lighter. It's going to fly further than the other two. It is definitely not going to be accurate. I think we all know that by now, that this kind of flies wherever it wants to, and that's why sometimes it goes far, sometimes it goes down in the ground, sometimes it goes far to the left or far to the right, because these are just light. They are not very aerodynamic and just don't fly very accurately. These two darts are very accurate. I would give the Accustrike dart a bit of an edge on accuracy over the Koosh dart, but both were very similar. I really have to try these out in a little more powerful blaster to really see a major difference. As of now, I think they're very, very similar, and obviously the Koosh dart is going to be a lot cheaper than buying a pack of these when they're available, as they aren't right now. But I'm sure these are going to be probably 25 to 30 cents at least a dart, and these are about 10 cents a dart. So I'll definitely link the buy link for these on eBay in the description. I highly recommend them, especially if you're buying a lot of darts. This is where to go. And these perform better actually in modified blasters than they do in stock blasters. So they actually fly further than Elite darts in most modified blasters that are shooting 100 FPS or higher. We find that these shoot a little bit further. I really want to do more tests of both of these darts, especially in modified blasters, in some flywheel blasters, and see how they do there, and see if the accuracy is still the case. I need to get more of these to do that. And then also I'd like to throw in a suction cup dart and see how those compare also. I think it's pretty clear that the Falconfire, especially its performance, is a little bit low, especially for an Elite blaster. I'm a little disappointed that it wasn't shooting at least as far as the Ionfire. It should be doing at least that, being an Elite blaster in my opinion. Even though the Falconfire comes with Accustrike darts, that isn't the only reason why it's not shooting as far. And then as for the dart comparison, I think that the Accustrike and the Koosh dart are very comparable, and I would definitely lean towards the Koosh dart, being it a lot cheaper and easier to get than the Accustrike dart at the moment. So that's been my comparison and review of the Falconfire, Ionfire, and Sharpfire. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Right here, click this if you are not subscribed, and check out another video over here. I'd really appreciate if you subscribed, and peace out.